Alright, so this is a recording of a program called Shandalar. It is a Magic the Gathering client from some point in time. I checked it out for the first time yesterday and I enjoyed it quite a bit, so I'm going to keep playing it today. These difficulty levels seem to determine how many colors are in your starting deck. With Wizard, I believe having 5, and that makes this quite difficult to play, as these are all old school cards. So, instead, I think I would be better off choosing Apprentice, Magician, or Sorcerer. I think Sorcerer is 3 color, Magician is 2 color, Apprentice is 1. For the purposes of creating entertainment and an explanation of the game, I'm going to stick to just 1 color for now, and we'll see where I go from there. You can choose from all 5 of the colors, and we can see that they're all represented here. You could end up building whatever you want eventually, but this determines, I believe, what you start with. It might also determine where you start on the map, and you'll understand what I mean by that in just a second, but I usually play white. Oh, there's also this insane character creator where you can make a barbarian type character holding a giant blunt. And as it turns out, you can give them a second blunt. So I think I will play the blunt and smoking character, get some bling, get a little green hat going on, and surely there's better equipment we can wear. That's decent. Got some Legend of Zelda vibes going on. I don't love that. Oh. We'll just embody weed. Okay, nice. Let's save this and leave. My default name is Alley of Willowshire. Instead, we're going to change that to Blunt and Schmolken. And we begin our adventure in Shandalar. And the first thing I did was walk down from that map to Aloran Village. So let's take a look at what's in our deck. We have 36 cards, so apparently there is no 40 card minimum. And I'm definitely not keeping Iron Star in my deck. Got a copy of Karma, Seeker, White Ward. Protection from White, that's crazy. Okay, Pikeman, Vultures is decent, Mesa Pegasus is decent. Yeah, banding is going to be a thing that we're going to have to get used to. I have 13 lands in my 36 card deck. That's crazy. I don't need each of these, we're going to cut one of them. Amulet of Krug is also not really where I want to be. Fortified Area is also not where I want to be. The rest of this seemed okay, though. This is extremely old school insofar as there is ante. Also, I don't know what all of these controls down here do. I know that these are amulets in each of the colors that if you bring to certain towns do certain things. As you can see here, I am at not far from Hornwall Tower. Here you can see the castles and dungeon clues I've explored and such. This is our character page where you can view our whiz stats. I believe that seems blue, white, black, red, green. Stabs are crazy looking. We'll exit to get out of there. Let done. This is an easy way to see my deck. Okay. Let's see what cards we're able to buy. If you combine this castle with the Serra Angel you already have, you could have a Serra Angel that can block bigger creatures, even if it attacked the turn before. That sure is true. Castle is good with Serra Angel, and Vigilance in general. I would like more lands, so we'll start there. I don't think I want more Amru Kithkin. Do I want the castle for 60 gold? I have 240. Also have 50 food, and these onks, I believe, determine your starting life total. So, I only have 10. My life total is 10. And there's another fortified area. I definitely don't want that. Do I want castle? I don't think I do. Makes my creatures harder to kill. Creatures are pretty important right now. That's tough. I don't want that, though. Here, I can begin a quest. Take this message south to my brother, the keeper of Unicorn's Oasis. And the reward will be a green amulet, which I'm guessing is one of these. I'm colorblind, so I'm going to have to assume it's this one. Oh, I need to accept the quest. Okay. So I have 4 days to complete the quest. I can see that time ticking down in a tracker on my quests here. The terrain is semi-randomly generated. Here is a like the ruins of, the Oasis of Muldoon. You may trade your Savannah Lions for 5 extra life in the duel, in your next duel. I don't want to get rid of my Savannah Lions, so I'm going to find Life Lace instead. Interesting. You walk slower on certain terrain, you walk faster on others. But here's the Unicorn Oasis. The keeper is pleased to receive his brother's letter. You are rewarded with a fine green gem, which I can immediately trade for any enchantment. So, I mean, immediately, Animate Dead is pretty sick. Bad Moon is good with black creatures. My starter deck was white, so I should look at the white options. Spirit Link is sick. Life Link, but wordy. Animate Wall lets walls attack, but it's not really where I want to be. Why pay 60 gold for a castle when you can simply get it for free instead? Crusade in my deck of white creatures is good, but some of the best creatures in this era, I think, are largely colorless. Artifact. I mean, we're talking Heirloom Minotaurs, I think. Divine Transformation is pretty sweet. Holy Strength is pretty sweet. Island Sanctuary is good, but I don't want to skip draws. Oh my god, there's outright Moat. You can just get Moat. Kismet is decent too. I remember this card from just some random bulk I bought at one point. It's really good at slowing other people down and occasionally letting your own guys through. Brainwash. Okay. I mean, I would love to make a more informed decision. However, Divine Transformation is sweet and I want it, so I'm gonna take. Oh, 2 green amulets, and I have 1. I see. How about Holy Strength? It's not as good. Is there a blessing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. 3? Are the ones in white the one that I can afford? You're telling me you'll give me a moat, but you won't let me have Divine Visitation or... Oh, man. I feel like if I take moat, I'm going to end up locking myself out of the game. That can help an opponent. Oh, this one gives first strike for a single mana. That's decent. Greater Realm of Preservation. Really hateful on the red and black. Wow. Consecrate land. Artifact Ward. Or artifact creatures are white. Oh, well that's decent if I'm anticipating playing some artifacts. But, I just don't think any of these are good enough, which is a little disappointing, to be honest. I suppose... Oh, Shahad. Okay, that's a decent one, too. That's rough. None of these are really what I want. And I'm tanking on this decision. Okay. I guess I don't have to choose anything, which feels bad. Oh, and I can't even do it again, I guess? Okay, well, poor choices were made, but choices nonetheless. Clay Statue regenerates. That's decent. The forests are interesting. What does Land Leeches do? 3 mana, 2/2 first strike. Hurricane is great too. Winter Blast. Wow. There's a lot of seemingly good green cards here. I guess I start my green collection here. Something I also want to do, in my last playthrough, I had a lot of gold that I wasn't using. And when I say playthrough, I mean I just went around to all of the different villages that I could. I don't know how much food gets used and what determines how much food is used, but I do see that if I don't acquire more gold, I'll be in a lot of trouble. So let's see about adding some of these cards in. There's the Clay Statue. Here's a Plains. So now we're up to 14 of those. Did I acquire any green cards or white cards that I'd like to play? It does not appear so. I don't want to add green to the deck when I only have a single forest. And I think I want to sell this Life Lace. Yes, I don't need that. I also don't need Iron Star. I don't need Amulet of Krug. I don't need Fortified Area. But the rest of these I'm going to hang on to for now. So Let's make sure, well, 10 for 20 when I think I saw 10 for 15 earlier is not where I want to be. So let's begin a quest. Defeat the enchantress which has been menacing our village. Turn here and I will reward you with any enchantment. I accept that quest. I have 3 days to delete. Oh, what is this? Risk 1 black amulet to adjust your deck outdoors. Travel south to Nevermore Haven. Okay, that's interesting. Is this the enchantress? This is the druid. I can get a wall of wood for defeating them, so let's get to it. This is going to be our first game on this run. And it looks like we get to go first. And yeah, like I said, there's an ante, so I have to risk my Samite healer and drop some stuff on the ground against a wall of wood. Not a choice I would make in my day-to-day life, but definitely the one that I have to make now. The client's pretty old and pretty dated, and also I am mana screwed, it seems. I think the only time you are able to mulligan is if you have 0 lands in your hand. Alright, so I can get the Mesa Pegasus going, I can get the Vultures going, or I can get the Kithkin going. I think I also have access to White Ward, but my opponent seems to be on forests. Let's get the Vultures going for now, and then we'll get banding going with the Mesa Pegasus. Get in with the Banalishiro. Oh, their starting life total was very low. Okay. Mine was 10 and theirs is only 3, so that's... I find that very interesting. There's a lot of elves with some art that I'm not sure I've ever seen before. They have the effect of Wooden Sphere. It seems they're going to pay 1 to gain 1 life. No fast effects. Play another planes. We got very lucky with the lands this time around. I am not going to play any cards pre-combat, and in combat I will attack with the Vultures first and band together. Oh, that's not smart actually. I also don't know how to undo that. So this is my attack. They don't block. The reason I said that's not smart is because if they block, I get to choose, because it's a band, where the damage is assigned, but I don't want to lose either of my creatures. Okay. They make an assembly worker, and they enchant it with Instill Energy. Triggers the Wooden Sphere, they gain a life, they're back up to 3. At the end of turn, that Instill Energy will fall off, which is pretty bad. Yeah, that is just not where you want to be. I guess they hit me for 2? If they attack? Does not seem like they did. Oh, they played a second Miniatures Factory. Okay, nice. Get a planes going. And we'll get a Mesa Pegasus down. I don't know where that 1 mana went. We'll also deploy the Kithkin. Apparently they will play a spell a turn and keep the game going on longer. So let's get in with the Vulture, let's get in with the Hero, we'll band them together. If they somehow generate a mana with a... what is it? Of a Spirit Guide. Killer Bees. 0/1 flyer with Forest Breathing. Sick. Alright, my move, and I have access to not Sarah Angel. I have Tundra Wolves and White Ward, neither of which help here. Let's get in there with my Scratching Mesa Pegasus, my Amaru Kithkin, my Osai Vulture, and we'll band with the Vulture. Some cards are going to die, they go to 1, main phase 2, let us deploy a Tundra Wolves. Okay. Okay. Go back up to 2, and the Instill Energy will fall off again. They can get in for 2, I have no problem with that. They pump the worker, they're in for 3. I draw Cop Green. Awesome. Let's attack for lethal and see what our rewards are. Okay, well, it would be really nice if the game would allow me to choose more attackers. I hope I'm not getting screwed here. Did I miss an effect that I can only attack with 1 creature? Oh, it's trying to get them to band. Okay. It's such an interesting interface. Okay, there are my attackers. You have defeated the Slimy Druid. Got a Wall of Wood, a Stream of Life, and a Wall of Ice. Mox Ruby, Wheel of Fortune, Mishra's Workshop? Tower of Whim? Well, Do I want these cards I'm not going to play, or a clue to something that I don't understand? Tower of Whim contains small black creatures. Well, I want these cards, yeah. Sign me up. You're an adequate apprentice, says the druid. You get +3 lives in next duel. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I've already been here. Let's leave the village. And we'll travel south just like that clue says, but I can get any enchantments by defeating an enchantress. Are you an enchantress or are you another druid? Oh, you are the enchantress. Yes, yes. We must duel. You won the toss. Okay, I am anteing my Amaru. I do start with the extra life. And they chose for me to go first. I don't have any legal plays, but I've got some decent cards. Namely, Wall of Swords is nuts. Sarah Angel on turn 5 is wonderful. We'll see if we get there. We'll start here, develop the flyer, and just attack for 8 turns. Hopefully that's enough. Verduin Enchantress on 3. Okay. I don't think I have any removal at all. Seeker, enchanted creature can't be blocked. Okay, Fear for white for 4 mana. Brainwash cannot attack this turn. Unless it pays an additional 3. Pearled Unicorn. Well, Pearled Unicorn ends the game the fastest, so let's get that down. Yeah, I really don't know what that noise is, but that's just crazy sounding, isn't it? Okay, it would be nice if these, like, worked. I wonder, am I overloading Clown or something? Let's try canceling. Okay, loves when I cancel. I can tap these now, and I can play the Pearled Unicorn by spending here. Okay, yeah, a little quirky, but it's just how the client is. Send it back after that. That's web. That can block my creature. Aspect of the Wolf. +*, where stars half the number of 4s. Okay, so this is half of a... Wow. Half of a... Blanchwood armor. Rounded down for power and up for toughness. Okay. So that can be pretty big next turn, and right now can block my Osai Vultures in a way that will kill it. So Brainwash stops it from attacking, but doesn't stop it from blocking. Let's get the Tundra Wolves out, and we will also deploy the Pikemen. Have to pay down here, and we'll put these somewhere where we can see them. So this turn, if I attack with both, they block the Vultures, I get through for 2, or they block for 2, I get through for 1. If they block the Vultures and I get through for 2, I lose the Vultures. I think I'm better off not attacking and waiting until I can band, where I'll be able to choose the damage assignment, so no attacks this turn. They have a second copy of Aspect of the Wolves. Draw an additional card. They're attacking for 4. I think I just let this through and then shove as much damage as I can next turn. They play a Llanowar Elves as a follow-up, and then it's back to me. I find Circle of Protection black, and I want to put the Brainwash on the Enchantress to stop it from attacking, but it is much easier for me to win this game when it is tapped, so I think it's better for me to leave a blocker up. That being said, one of these creatures would have to stay back then in case they have another forest, another something like Aspect of the Wolf. The creature I will leave back to block, I guess, is going to be... I mean, these are all safe attacks this turn is the thing. But I do need to leave a blocker. Okay, so the creature I'm most comfortable losing at this point is the Vultures. Normally it has evasion, but because they have web, that's just not the case. So let's get in for... Oh, they let me in for the full 4. Okay. And then I guess if I put Brainwash on here and they spend their turn paying for it, assuming they have one more creature, they have 3 blocks, I have 1 attack get through for 1. It's not perfect, but maybe it buys me some time to get to the Wall of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather play my cards than not play my cards, so let's get that on the Enchantress, and let's develop Circle of Protection with black just in case they have a second color. And that's it for me. Let's see what they do. The Coral Helm. Discard a card at random. Target creature gets 2/2 until end of turn. They also have Living Artifact. For each 1 damage dealt to you, put a Vitality counter on Living Artifact. Remove them, gain 1 life. Oh wow, use only during upkeep. Okay. Alright, and then it's back to me. I find a Plains, which means I have access to Wall of Swords, but I also have access to Seeker. If I am correct, Seeker just lets me... Okay, so enchanted creature cannot be blocked except by artifact and white. So if I put that on the Pearled Unicorn and then I have something banned with it, I don't think that works how I want it to. I think the creature with banding needs to have this, but if I'm wrong, I risk losing the full ban. So let's just put this on the unicorn and only get in with the unicorn. Or wait, what am I doing? If I attack with all, they can't block the unicorn. I have 3 attackers, they go to 1, they're dead. Okay, yes. Just attack with everything. Not banned. There we go. They process Living Artifact. For each one, oh, they put the counters on there, but they can't remove it until their upkeep. Paths of Cronus. Okay, so if I accept these cards, I don't believe I get the clue. But these are all red and green cards? I think I want the clue. The Path of Cronus. Okay, and then I don't think I get anything for that yet. I think that's just a clue. I think the clues go here. Yeah. Okay. So let's see, if you combine this Pit Scorpion with the Seeker, you can make your Pit Scorpion difficult to block. Oh, I certainly could do that. That is quite the combo. I will take the basic lands. And then I think I will actually sell... I don't want to sell the Circle of Protections because I feel like they're useful for cheesing stuff. So let's, I need to return to the Oasis. Okay. 10 food for 15, I think is the best I've seen so far. I'll try and keep track of that. The count's going down. I hope that that's not how you game over, but if it is, so be it. I need to go back to the Oasis. War Mammoth. For 15 gold? 3/3 trample? Yes, I will take that. Yes, I will take that. Yes, I will take that. Naf's Asp. Whenever this deals damage, whenever Naf's Asp damages a player, it deals an additional 1 damage to that player during their next draw step unless they pay 1 before that draw step. So it does during, but only if they don't pay before. Okay. I don't want that, but thank you. To assist you, I shall strengthen you with 2 extra lives in your next duel. Why, thank you. Alright, so I need to go from here northwest, sorry. So let's head to the Unicorn Oasis. What are you? You're scary. Ooh, that's a forest. That's definitely gonna give me a forest. Awesome. The people are glad to be rid of the pesky enchantress. You are rewarded with any enchantments of your choice. Okay, so I would really like that Divine Transformation. I seek this card. It's any enchantment. So I could take Blood Moon, which doesn't do anything here. Aura Flame is kind of sick. Immolation is removal. It's pretty good. Oh, Fire Breathing. Just true fire breathing. Vigilance being in red is so different from what I'm used to. Kudzu's messed up. There's a bunch of really cool cards. What a sweet and sick game Magic is and was and sometimes will be. We're gonna go Divine Transformation, that's what I want. Okay, the next duel I have an extra 2 lives. Could sell that for a ton, but I would rather play it. And do I want to add green to my deck now? I could add just Hurricane, just Mammoth, or just Winter Blast. Yeah, let's go up a couple cards. Try 17 lands. There's 16, this will make 17. Okay, so what will we do? I don't know how bad I actually want Hurricane. I feel like if all the life totals are so low, that's pretty good. Do I like it more than any of these cards? Brainwash isn't terrible. I don't like Sunlight here. So we're going to cut that. We're going to try out Hurricane. And I'll go to the 4th Forest. Alright, let's make it happen. The cards are here? Oh, no. Okay. So if I go to south to Nevermore Haven, try that. You're just standing there menacingly. Is it a troll? I happen upon a lost city of Elacrem. I find one of each. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so what is this? The Celestine Village. Grapeshot Catapult. 4-drop 2/3 can ping a flyer. I don't want that at the moment, but that's cool. Put into the graveyard, remove it from play, 2 mana 2/1, no other effects. Disrupting Scepter makes them discard cards. I think I do want basics. Disrupting Scepter is kind of nuts. If these games slow down, just taking their card from them each turn is decent. I don't know. I'm not taking it. 10 food for 15. Begin a quest. The Mind Stealer. Okay, I have 3 days to kill the Mind Stealer. Okay, that guy shouts Mind Stealer to me. My karma against your clay statue. I would love a clay statue. But I would also like to keep my karma, so let's make sure we win this game. Okay. Dark Ritual, Wall of Bone. Okay, that could have been a lot scarier. Let's go Plains, Savannah Lion. Could be better, but okay, they go Swamp, Wall of Bones. We'll go Forest, and miss that we drew Amro Kithkin, and not attack into the Wall of Bone. Doesn't this thing also... Yeah, it just regenerates for a single black. I'm never getting rid of that. Okay, so... Plains this time. Do we go Kithkin? No, we go the one that can't be blocked. Alright, we'll pass it back. Throne of Bone. Okay, so when they cast black spells, they can pay 1 to gain a life. Okay, here's another Plains. I want to play the War Mammoth because it's new. Should I play one of these instead? I don't think so. So let's get it going. It's War Mammoth time. Pre-combat. You know how it is. Bro, come on. It's just one more. War Mammoth. Okay, nice. And we'll attack with the Pegasus. I am unsure that it gives flying to the lion if they attack as a band. I think it's only true if this also had fly. I don't remember. Okay, well that can't attack, and I'm currently flying over it, but that does stop my Mammoth from attacking. Oh, who says I'm stopped from attacking when you draw Divine Transformation? See, this is why you take this card, because I can just win the game here. So let's go Plains, Forest, Visitation on the Pegasus. Pay the last 2. Target the Pegasus. Target the Pegasus. I choose this one. Choose this one. Where'd it go? Cancel. Divine Transformation. Pay my 2. Target the Pegasus. Okay, now we're talking. Get in there. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got a Bog Wraith? Dude, Bog Wraith is... That card is powerful. 4 mana, 3/3. Dude, I thought my War Mammoth was good. This thing is just unblockable some amount of the time. That's great. Also got the Clay Statue. That's if I take these. I could take the Dungeon Clue instead. It's tough. These are... Well, I'm not playing black yet. I'll take the Clue. Okay, so this one, it tells me its location. It says it's west of Nevermore Haven, and I can find Mox in there. That's nuts. Okay, and I'm headed towards Nevermore Haven anyway, so... Oh, that's pretty close. Okay. Is that a giant hourglass? What is that? There's a witch? It's on a bone. Defeat a Mind Stealer. I totally forgot what I was doing. I have 29 food? I don't know what that means. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? This might be my ability to heal between matches. Wait, she's summoning that pre-combat? Like before the game begins, she has that? What's happening? Go planes and pass. Next turn we'll deploy the Mace of Pegasus. Or we'll draw Savannah Lines and think about something else. I have Hurricane. And they have 6 life, so I need to stay above 6 life. So if I play the Lion and they regenerate, I just lose the Lion. So we're not doing that. If I play the Pegasus, I play into my own Hurricane. But I guess that's fine. It doesn't matter that much. They have a bad moon. They're attacking for 2. If I want to win with Hurricane and I take 2, I go to 8. I still just need to stay above that after. Okay. So let's go Plains, Savannah Lions. Get in there with the Pegasus. And then it's a question of... I get in for 3. Okay, I no longer get in for 3. Now I'm in a lot of trouble. Now I'm in a whole lot of trouble. Winter Blast is pretty good. Okay, so... If I attack with the Pegasus alone, they go to 4. Oh, man. 4 lands, I have access to Seeker. I can tap both of their guys. I can deal 3 to each of us and die on the crackback. I can tap these 2 and get in for 3. I can play War Mammoth and block 1. I will... For right now, I'm just attacking with the Pegasus. Then I will deploy the War Mammoth. I will pass. And we'll figure it out from here. They have Bog Wraith. Bog Wraith is so good. They just passed! And I drew Forest! Oh, that's checkmate, brother. Alright, Hurricane. Hurricane for 4 is lethal. Oh, we're cheesing him out. You got such a low life total. You should have had more. I've defeated the slimy undead knight, Deathlace. Throne of Bone. Oh, I can get the second clue for the Path of Kronos. Yeah, I think I want that more than just however much gold Deathlace is worth. Dungeon rules. Life losses carried over. Power struggle permanently in effect. I don't remember what power struggle does, but I feel like it's like you discard a random card to destroy a random card of the same type, or you discard a card to destroy a card of the same type. You first move in the next duel. That's awesome. Oh, I found the Path of Cronus. Oh, I guess it makes sense that it's a giant hourglass. Wait, what did that say? Oh, shit. Well, I'll never know. Oh, definitely give me a disenchant. Don't want flood. Don't want Merc Dwellers. I will take more swaps. This is another one of the ones where the food is expensive, but I'm dying, so that's not great. Oh, I got another clue for the one that's right here. That's nice. Oh, Bad Moon is permanently in effect there. Oh, so adding black cards to my deck before I get there would be helpful. Adds disenchant to their deck. Nice. Okay, let's 10 for 15, 10 for 15, leave. And we'll check it out. Okay, yeah, Bad Moon's in effect. Oh, that's so interesting. What in the world? Okay. What is this? What's going on here? I don't know that I want to interface with that. That's scary. Here's the exit. Let's head over here. See if we encounter... Oh, dice. Well, I love dice. So let's check that out. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I get a Mesa Pegasus in the next duel? And then there's treasure here? Oh, count me in. I just found Time Twister. What the hell? That's crazy. They just give you Time Twister? I'll put it in my deck and I'll lose the next ante. Alright, and this is Mind Twist. Wow. Okay, so I need to find... I don't remember what the last card is. It might have been Lotus. Could be anything. Okay. Extra lives in the next game. That's nice. And hopefully this is the last treasure. Mox Emerald. Okay. That's crazy. I can't really try it out until I've had a chance to edit the deck. And I'm not sure if those are the only things here, but let's give it a try. Let's go fight someone. Encounter a warlock. Blood Moon starts in play. I believe I also start with... Oh, it's my ante against their nothing? I thought I was going to start with a Mesa Pegasus in play. I don't see it anywhere. Game is rigged. Okay, well... Let's go Plains, Savannah Lion, pass. See if we can deal 8 damage before we die to something. They have a swamp and no cards. That's awesome. We'll get a forest down and deploy the extremely effective Circle of Protection Black, which if I had thought about Blood Moon being the passive here, I probably should have put the other one in and taken the Circle of Protection Green out. I miss an attack with my Savannah Lines by clicking through my phases, and they pass back to me. Here's the Mesa Pegasus that I thought I was promised at the beginning of the game. And this time I remember to attack with my Savannah Lions. Pass afterwards, they go up to their third land, and we'll see if we have to face... I was expecting Wall of Bones, but I'll take a Frozen Shade. If I attack with the Lions, it's an even trade because they don't have another black to pump. Attacking with the Pegasus is safe. Banding changes nothing. I'm going to check and see if banding gives them both flying here. It appears it does. That's quite good. So that means, in theory, next turn if they don't deploy a flying or reach blocker, I can get in for the remaining 3, and that will be the game. Let's see if that's correct. Here's my band. They were able to block with a creature that did not have flying, so I believe that I misinterpreted how this works. In this event, I need to assign damage to all... Oh, wait. Can I assign it all to the... and leave my Pegasus? Okay, sick. Yeah, that definitely should not work like that. Or maybe it is how it's supposed to work. I'm not sure. Either way, they're draining the life out of my Pegasus. Nothing I can do about that. I draw plains, that means that I have 4 lands, which of course is enough to get out my war mammoth or my clay statue. I'm going to lead on the mammoth. Trample will hopefully help me close out this game. And if I draw Divine Transformation, that seems extremely good. Dark Ritual, Pit Scorpion, Pit Scorpion. Okay, so those are 2/2s, but otherwise they are not anything crazy. If I attack, they can pump, and I'll only be able to assign lethal to either the Nightshade or a Scorpion. I won't be able to kill both. If I play Karma, I win. So I should play Karma. And I'll pass the turn. Oh, I don't get anything? It's just my ante against nothing. Okay, so while I'm in these dungeons, it doesn't appear that I should try to fight the creatures. But I am awfully curious. Oh. Buy cards. These are all the same. I'll leave the village. Are you a Mind Stealer? You are a Mind Stealer. Control magic. I should be really careful not to stack up all my cards on one creature. So as much as I like Divine Transformation and such, this doesn't seem to be the game for it. That Hurricane might come in handy, so let's get Plains going. We'll pass back from there. They also start on a Plains. They have a Kithkin. I will deploy my Plains and a Kithkin of my own. If they attack, I will block and try to follow up with the Mesa Pegasus. They do not. Instead, I play Forest and I match them card for card with another Pearled Unicorn. Pass the turn back. They find their 4th land, access to green, they have a clay statue. This is my chance to draw a Disenchant. I don't find Disenchant, but I do have a Brainwash for the statue. Or I could simply play a statue of my own, which is just wild how much this back and forth is going on for. I think I'll deploy Pikeman and the Mesa Pegasus to break the symmetry. I also feel like I have a decent attack here with the Unicorn, because trading off with any of these is fine. Getting in here is fine. The Pikemen have first strike, which allows me to block the clay statue very effectively. Yeah, I'll attack for 2. They trade off theirs. And I will block with the Pikemen. They can regenerate, that's fine. It doesn't cost me anything to do that, but it costs them 2 mana. Find a Plains. I develop a clay statue of my own. And I move on to combat. I offer a trade with the Kithkin, and I also attack with the Pegasus as a band. Why not? They're able to block, they choose not to. Sarah Angel. Well, I still have access to Brainwash, and I'm happy for that. A Plummet would be cool, but I'm not even sure if that's been printed yet. So I will Brainwash Sarah Angel for now. And now I have to think very carefully about if I want to attack or not. I can attack with the clay statue and Pikeman as a band, and assign all the damage to clay statue and regenerate it. So I'm comfortable with that attack. And they let it through. So they're down to 4. If I do that again next turn, okay, they pay to attack with Sarah Angel and the statue. This time the attack is not so good for me. I'm only going to be able to take 2 mana away from them for the statue, and I have to give up my Amaru Kithkin. That's it for their turn. Here's my Plains. I have a Vultures, which I will deploy pre-combat. I know it just needs to be on the battlefield when my turn ends. It doesn't need to see the creatures die, but I'm not sure if this client is aware of that, so let's give this a try. We'll attack with the clay statue and the pikeman as a band. We'll attack with the mace of Pegasus on its own. Not band. So, if they block... Oh, I don't want to attack with the Pegasus. I don't know how to remove it as an attacker. Delete, backspace. Those don't do it. Escape. Escape doesn't do it. What is this? Does this cancel it? Yep, don't know the controls. Let's try and get in there. Okay, they chump block. Sarah Angel chumps there, and they're gonna hit me for a whole lot. So I need to give up my vultures in order to block Sarah Angel. Go to 3 to the statue. I'm able to attack in a way where they have to block with the Sarah Angel, but then I am dead to clay statue on the crackback. I am also just dead to Sarah Angel, so that one wrong attack cost me everything. Yeah, I'm lost. So let's just do what we gotta do. Make the attack, go through the motions of it, mess around with some glass, and we'll see what happens. 2, 3, 4. We use the regeneration effect here, just to make sure I know how to do it, and the strategy I've made works. And then, yeah, I'm dead to the clay statue. I lose my Winter Blast, which sucks a lot, but hopefully next time I'll just be able to get the upper hand. I am realizing I didn't put any of the good cards in my deck. I'm also realizing that if I do, I'm able to lose them, but who cares? You don't get these cards to not play them. Here's a Mox Emerald. Dude, that's sick. Okay. That's sick. Alright, I have 3 days left to... Oh, Shipwreck. Found an island. Nice. And then here is Stadium. City of Brass. Holy smokes. I don't want to fight you. Oh, you're trying to take my karma? That's crazy. Whoa, what is that? What is that? It's insane looking. Do Tundra Wolves first, and we'll see about getting a Holy Armor on there. There's a Plains. We're not going to develop the armor because we're going to develop a Pegasus, and if they have Terror, putting enchantments on my guys feels bad. Get in for 1, put this back where it needs to be, pass the turn. Black Knight. Now that's going to be tough to beat with my largely mono white deck, but Divine Transformation's pretty good. Alright, so for right now, I want to be able to block this and I can't. And Holy Armor doesn't help me do that, so... And it doesn't really matter where I put this. So I'll put it on the Wolves to be able to better block any future creatures. Next turn I'm aiming for the transformation, and if I... Okay, I made a mistake. That cost me a life. Okay, this is the choose attacker step. So let's get Holy Armor onto the Wolf. And I failed to set up lethal because I also missed my attack with Mace of Pegasus. They're in for 4 with Unholy Strength. I can't block. If I draw War Mammoth, I'll have to reconsider my plans. I don't. I'm dead to a second copy of Unholy Strength. I'm dead to... Wait, no. I win? Question mark, question mark? 3, 4, 5? 4, 5? Attack, attack. Very lucky. Okay. City Brass, Bad Moon. Mound of the Warrior Kings is sick, however, I want both of those. So, it's time I finally take the cards. Here's the Mind Stealer again. No, I'm anteing Mox Emerald? And I don't have enough gold to not do it. Okay. We'll just have to win then. Mind Stealer has mind control? I bet they do. I bet they do. Okay, I have a 2-land hand. We'll see what happens. They lead on Banalish Hero. Well, I'm something of a hero myself. However, I'm also something of a vulture myself. Let's go Osai Vultures, pass the turn. They find Plains number 2. They have a Vultures of their own. Are they playing with a copy of my deck? Get the forest down. I could Hurricane for 2, which kills me. Not kills me. It deals damage to me. I lose my Vultures. They get to keep the hero. So let's start with the hero. Let's attack with the Vulture. They block with theirs. That's fine. They have Pikeman. They don't have land number 3. I find land number 4 and Divine Transformation. There's 2, 3, 4. Put it on the hero. Get in there with the 4/4 hero. They choose no blocks. It's back to them. They find land number 3. It's enough to cast Pearled Unicorn. They can now block in such a way that they can trade their whole board for my hero. I find Clay Statue. I think with finding Clay Statue, I am okay with trading my board, or trading their board for my hero, because I can follow up with the statue. Alternatively, I can Hurricane for 3, or just play the statue and not attack. If they chump and decide to try and get in for 2 to 3, yeah, okay, this is... Oh, they blocked as a band. Shoot. I never think about banding when it comes to blocking. Okay. Yeah, that's quite bad for me. I'm now betting on Hurricane. They have 3 mana. If I draw a land, I can go Sarah Angel. I don't think I need to keep... Okay, so if they have a creature, main 2, then blocking is bad. If they don't, blocking is great. They found land 3 and immediately played Pearled Unicorn. So I will block and we'll see what happens. They have nothing. I have everything. Behold, my Sarah Angel. And I believe this sets up lethal because next turn I can attack, bring them to 2, Hurricane afterwards, or I can even Hurricane first if they have another Osai Vulture as a blocker. They have nothing. Let's attack. For 4, Hurricane afterwards. For good measure. For good measure. Okay, that's a lot of... Okay, the Doppelganger... Wow. I didn't mean to take the clue. Oh, that was cringe. Wait, I can duplicate any card of my choice? Oh, wow. How good is the second Mox Emerald versus the second Time Twister when you're playing no Time Twisters? Man, wow, this is crazy. I almost want to dupe this or Angel. Wait, that's what I want to do. I'll just do it. Yeah. Sorry, for a second I forgot that this was a game, and I can just play. And I should always have fun, because it is a game. So, I saw as I was walking the food drop, so I think it deals with that. To return my quest, I need to go to the Celestine Village. I'm rewarded with 2 black amulets. Lovely. And I believe these are all the same cards from earlier? I'll get some food and I will sell some cards before I lose my mind. Okay, so City of Brass. Probably this isn't the best deck for it. Sarah Angel, though. Every deck is the best deck for Sarah Angel. Okay, so Bad Moon isn't really my style. Mind Twist is not my style. Zephyr Falcon's not my style. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, this Time Twister also isn't my style, but probably not selling it. It's Time Twister, dude. What am I gonna do? Sell it? I think not. Okay, so I do want to make a cut now because there's a lot going on. I will remove the White Ward for now and then immediately get paired up with people playing white cards. So, oh, there's a cemetery. Let's see what's out there. Oh my god, that's just a free bog raid. Yeah, you're definitely playing white. Get away from me. Nevermore Haven. Trade black amulet for any fast effects. Is that like an instant? I have 6 of those? What cards can I buy here? Marsh Ghast. Dredge Skeletons. Ornithopter. Whoa, Vampire Bats. I think I want the Ornithopter just as a blocker. Maybe. I want Ornithopter because it's a cool card. Okay, so I can trade for any Swords to Plowshares. Wow. Wow. Lightning Bolt. That's crazy. Can I just get Ancestral Recall? You can get Hercules, but you can't get it here. Okay. Ancestral is an instant. I was like, why can't I see it? But it should be here. So maybe it's not in here. I don't know. Darkness. Darkness is a crazy card to be in here. There's Terror. Alright, so I think I do want Swords to Plowshares. Card's nuts. Trade you 1 for 2. Yes. Oh, wow. Wow. Can I get a 3rd? Do I want a 3rd? That's so crazy. Blaze of Glory. Death Ward. Just lets you save a creature in combat. Divine Offering. Eye for an Eye. Yeah, I'm making a lot of crumpling noises with my feet. You can't see it in the camera, and it's probably too dark in here now, but like, yeah, I'm doing it up. I don't know why I stopped, but like, I was doing it up. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we'll do another Swords to Plowshares, and we'll call it a day. It's all my black amulets, so let's get those swords into the 75. We'll sell that. Where'd they go? Oh my gosh, if I didn't have them, I'd be so sad. But yeah, now our deck's pretty nuts. We have 3 copies of Swords to Plowshares. I feel like I can just cut green altogether, but Hurricane is just so good at cheesing the game. I'll cut Circle of Protection green, and also black. And I will keep all my cards for now, I guess. I don't love Holy Armor. I think I'd like Holy Strength or Blessing more, but it's what I have. I can cut Brainwash now. And yeah, we'll cut Circle Protection black. Speaking of quest. Oh, I can get the sword, the 4th. I can get the 4th Swords to Plowshares by defeating the, to release the World Magic spell, Conjurer's Will, from Nevermore Haven you must pay 350. I will pay the gold. Okay. Well, this is what, oh, you're trying to take one of my swords. I must defeat you. Okay. So, this is crazy. Go Plains, Mox Emerald for free, and then do nothing with it. Just as Richard Garfield intended. They have Dredge Skeletons, which I can Plowshare now, and on my next turn expect to do nothing. Yeah, I love the sound of that. Let's do that. Yeah, get that out of here. I didn't invest in those to not play them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did that on my turn? Sick. Sick. Dark Ritual, Scavenging Ghoul. That's it. Okay. We'll go Plains, Kithkin, set up Holy Armor. Oh, I can just play it now. Okay, yeah, I have enough resources to do that. Okay, and that's it for me. If they have like a Bad Moon type effect, my Kithkin becomes unblockable. They don't, so instead I play not that one. Play this one. Behold, my Sarah Angel. No attacks with the Kithkin because it needs to be able to block. Nevinyrral's Disc. Wow. I hope I draw Disenchant. That would be such a blowout. I don't. Does it destroy lands? Does not destroy lands, so I'm safe to play my plains, but I can't play anything else. I attack with the Angel to get through for 4. I attack with the Kithkin because if they don't block, they die. And then I have to lose my Mox Emerald, which is very, very sad to me. Life drain. Okay. Alright, we've got a game on our hands. However, we don't have a game on our hands because I drew Hurricane, and now you are dead. Goodbye. So I could take the Mishra's Factory. Oh. Factory is so good. Or I take the first clue. I guess I take the clue. I don't know what I would cut for Factory. I kind of like having access to basics. So this is where I can find Berserk, Pearl, and Soul Ring. Okay, and it says that there are green creatures there. What is this? Evermore Haven. Oh, I've been here. I can travel west to Shamal's Shrine to do this. What did I find? I bought this? What is this? Risk 1 black amulet to adjust my deck outdoors. I don't need to do that. What was the other one that I have? Sword of Resistance. Risk 1 white amulet to reach a city under siege. I don't know what that means. Here's a forest. We'll find another card here. Gazban Ogre. Interesting. Oh, Millstone. 225 for the Millstone. 225 for Millstone. In order to get Millstone, it's gonna cost 225. Yeah, I don't know about 225 for a Millstone. That's rough. 225. Yeah, I want it, but it's gonna be a no for me. Unfortunately, that's gonna be a no for me. I wonder how I increase my life total if I'm able to. Apprentice blunt and smoking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Let's begin a quest. Take a black sorcery spell south to the Keeper of Andor's Sanctum. He will give you a mana link and 1 black amulet. I don't know what a mana link is. I accept your question. Okay, so I need to go to Andor's Sanctum. So let's head south. Through all of the swamps. Black Wizard sends a witch to attack Hornwall Temple. I don't know what that means. Regenerate. Northern Paladin. Holy smokes, I want that card. I don't have enough money for that card. We'll take a Plains, take a Death Ward, and then I will sell cards to be able to get that one, because I want it. Alright, so let's be real. I'm mostly playing white. I have some green for access to Hurricane. Let's get rid of the rest. I'm not playing Time Twister. I'm not going to play the White Ward. I'm not playing Swamps. I don't intend to play Brainwash. I might play City Brass just to have access to the second color. But for right now, not doing it. Not doing it. Get rid of the Bog Wraith. Okay, now we're sitting on 480 gold. We buy the Northern Paladin. We put it into our deck. And we feel great, because now we can cut a bad card. Holy Armor's not super bad, I just don't want to play it. I'd rather play Holy Strength or almost anything else. I'm crumpling a receipt off screen. You can't see it, but I am doing it, and don't tell me I'm not. Any other quests? I guess... Wait, did I ever start the quest for... Oh, my program crashed? Question mark? Yes, my program did crash, and I never saved. So... Yes. It appears I've lost all of my progress on my best run yet. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, is this it? It is not. Yeah, no, this was the first time I played. Yeah. Okay. Ready to quit? Yes. So, yeah, it seems I lost everything, and, it is what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next time. Thank you so much for joining me so far, and keep it real.